This is like for those of you who don't crochet, you can knit this. Hello! Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am going to be showing you how to make this bucket hat. So you should be up to here by now with your hat. I'm joking. So what happened was I actually filmed a whole thing yesterday, and it was literally, I did it, I worked it up, I was like, do this, do that, blah blah, and then after I'd done it all, it looked really like, it didn't look like how I imagined. And so what happened is I'd filmed a whole thing, and I'd filmed all the little like techniques and stuff to like show you guys, but then afterwards I realized it was so crap, and it was like 5 p.m. at night, and then I'm like, ugh. So that night I was watching something shit, I redid it all, I recalculated it all, and then I worked it up, and then I just sort of kept working it up and knitting it up. So yeah, I didn't film any of that because it was nighttime and the lighting would have been really shit, and I didn't want to like shoot it with really shit light. Plus I was too lazy to bring up my ring light. Plus I was like tired as well. Plus my hand, like the stitch you have to do is like really, it is a bit tough in your hands because it makes it, because you have to work more because the stitch is so dense. So I didn't want that footage to go to waste, so I am going to use that footage, but I will tell you the right number of stitches and stuff to cast on, and then all the techniques are pretty much the same, but it's just going to look a little different. Like you'll be looking at it like, my thing looks like better than hers. This is like kind of a disclaimer, I guess, for you guys. So I'll use that footage and then I will cut back to like here eventually, and then we'll be all caught up. So like it'll be like, you know, here, and then I'm here, and then they'll I don't know. I need coffee. Also, I was doing the same thing yesterday as I was today, to continuity. I don't know. All right, so we'll get into it and we'll do it. Yeah.
So to begin, you will need your 6mm needles, and these are my circular needles that I'm showing you very badly here because it just would not focus. And then I use the cotton yarn by We Are Knitters, which was my leftover yarn, and you can obviously choose if you want to do like a contrasting color like I do or not. Up to you, you can choose any colors you want really. And I held that yarn double as well for reference. And then we're going to be working the linen stitch, and the reason I chose it is because it's a really nice stitch that's really dense, a lot like my old boss. So this hat is like only comes in one size, and for reference my head is about 55 centimeters. I don't know what that is in inches now off the top of my head, but it fit me quite well. So I just held my yarn double from the same ball of yarn. It just makes it a lot easier and saves you having to buy like several balls of yarn or whatever. And it's great for like a scrap project as well if you have a spare ball of yarn or leftover balls of yarn like I always do, because I always like over order yarn for my projects just in case. I don't know if anyone else does that as well, but yeah. So to cast on, you want to cast on 141 stitches, and I just use a simple long tail cast on. And to work the linen stitch, you basically knit one stitch and then slip one stitch with the yarn in front, and you keep doing that. And I think this is like really good that you can see it in the different colors, but you do that all the way around your work. And like when you get to the second round, you'll knit the stitches that you slipped in the previous round, if that makes sense. You can see where I'm knitting the pink stitches this time, which is the stitches I slipped in the last round. So yeah, you just keep working your rows up. I worked 4 rows before I started my first set of decreases. So to decrease, it's like a double decrease for the linen stitch because you have to like keep it in pattern. So to do that, I stopped at a slip stitch. So the last stitch that you worked should have been like a slip, and then you knit 2 together and then pass that last slip stitch over, and then that's like a double decrease, and then that's it. And you just do that evenly around your work 11 times for the first round, and then in between I worked like 5 rounds.
Hey guys, it's editing me. So yes, I haven't changed jumpers. Don't judge me. But also I realized as I was editing this that I hadn't really like filmed a lot of the process, and it was actually quite difficult to put in each single decrease and
every detail of it, so I decided to have a written pattern down below as well, and it's probably a lot easier to follow, so it will be like a step-by-step instruction on how to do it, which will make it a lot easier. Yeah, that's what I came here to say. Thanks for coming to my editing talk. So here I am knitting away. I swear I look like really tiny on the couch. Like the couch looks like it's giant or something. I don't know if that's just like the camera angle or whatever. But this is basically my favorite spot to knit because it's in front of the TV, and I don't know. I like watching TV while I knit. Like I know some people like listening to music and watching YouTube, but I just like to binge my shows sometimes when I'm just knitting. I think here I actually was watching Misfits or something. I don't know if anyone's seen that. It's like a UK show. It is like so hilarious. And it's a bit weird, but it's like funny, but it's like all these good things. But also like that back part there where I've got like a ladder and a plant, I want to like decorate it a bit so I can use this space a bit more in my videos so that I can sit and maybe like chill and chat with you guys here, or I don't know, just make it more like aesthetic, because like YouTube's all about the aesthetic and stuff. So yeah, and this is another reason why this is like my favorite spot on the couch to knit. But yeah, seriously, it looks like it's a giant couch. Like I feel like my dog looks really big and I just look tiny, but definitely take a lot of breaks because just like I am, because not because she was lying on my ball of yarn, but yeah. I have been trying to stop drinking sugar, like having a lot of sugar this year. That was actually one of my New Year's resolutions, was to have less sugar, and it is not working out. I don't know, I don't drink alcohol or anything, but I drink soft drink. I like freaking love that stuff. If anyone has any tips, please send help about that. It's so addictive. Like it's sort of like that drink I have as like a pick-me-up. Oh, here I remember I looked so confused because I was watching Tenet, which is like, I don't even know. It was a great movie, but you can tell I'm so confused there because I couldn't wrap my head around just the concept of it. I won't spoil it for anyone, but it is really good. It's one of those movies you definitely have to watch a few times. After you've done all your decreases for your brim, you want to work little holes on either side of your hat to make like a little gap so you can put in, I don't know what it's called, a little string thing, like a hat holder, a little like rope thing so that it holds your hat down, kind of like when babies have. So to do that, after doing a slip stitch, I kept the yarn in the front and then I knit the next stitch and then passed that yarn over stitch over the top of the last knit stitch, if that makes sense. I guess you guys can just see here. And I think here we've reached full circle from when I had messed up my work. Hey guys, I'm on my couch and I'm just chilling, so I thought I would continue this in front of the TV. Now I'm actually on the top part where I'm decreasing the top part. So for that, use the exact same decreases and you just decrease evenly around. So I have worked it about, I'll measure it for you. So I worked up the head part about 7 centimeters, which is also 3 inches, 3 and a bit inches or so. I can start decreasing. I probably could have started decreasing earlier as well, but yeah. So that's that, and yeah, now I'm going to continue the decreases. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this pattern. Yeah, I thought like a knit one would be really good. I haven't seen many knit bucket hats, so I thought this would be good for people who don't crochet. They could do it. And I've been on this pattern for like the past 5 months or so at like the beginning of summer here, and it's winter now. It's like, as I'm like recording this, it's fully raining outside and it's really cold, but now I'm on like a hot girl summer trend that I want to do. So yeah, so this is my little pattern to start things off, maybe, I guess. So to finish up, all I did was weave in the ends at the top, and then I made a single crochet chain. I don't know much about crochet, I think it's just called a chain, and I made that like long. It's written down in the pattern. So I also knit like a little pocket thing for my hat because I thought it'd be really cute, and to do that I actually just worked the linen stitch again, but I worked it flat. To do that you knit one stitch and then slip the next stitch for the first round, and then the next round you slip one stitch with the yarn in the back and then purl one, if that makes sense. So it's just sort of like the opposite. And I could not find anything about weaving in linen stitch to linen stitch, so I sort of just went with the pattern on it, on the actual pocket, and wrapped it around, and I think it turned out okay. Like, you can't see it on the other side and it looks pretty good. And the stitches I cast on, I made like the top of the pocket, so it had like a really neat little edge as well. Oh, and for reference, I cast on I think about 11 stitches and then worked up about the same, like 11 stitches, maybe a bit less. But I really did it by eye and just really guessed. So yeah, that's completely optional as well.
Baby, hit it. Guys, it's so cute. It's like, it turned out way better than I thought it would, to be honest. I'm sure you guys are like, why is she matching? It's because this is the leftover yarn from my ringer tee that I made. So I had like a ball and a bit of this left, and I thought it'd be really cute to make. Yeah, so that's the little tie thing so that it doesn't come off your head, and that way it's like, oh, I feel like a little baby, like I just need a pram and I'll be in a baby thing. But yeah, this is pretty much like, oh, I grazed her boob. This is pretty much like it, and it's turned out really cute, I think. And I've added the little patch there, which you guys just saw, and then the little what is this, string holder, the hat holder, I guess, just like goes in and sits like that, and you have it like that, which is really, really nice. And like, again, that pocket isn't like practical, but I just wanted a pocket there. You can fit like your AirPods. Can you fit the whole case? No, you can't fit. You can fit your AirPods, a lip balm, a pair of knitting needles, not your phone, a burrito, a few Skittles, a few M&Ms. Up to you, no judgment here. The great thing about this as well is that it's also reversible. So if you like the pattern on this side here, it's more of like a popcorny sort of patterny design. So if you are into that, you can definitely wear it like that. And you can see the pocket here doesn't show on the other side. And then you just have to change the back part so that that comes on the outside and stuff. But yeah, so that's like another way you can wear it as well. So it's like a really nice reversible hat. Didn't expect it to be that when I started this, so but I made the pocket on my hat the same side as the pocket here so that it was like sort of matching. I don't know. I think with a bit of blocking as well, it will really even out a lot of the weird little stitches. I don't do linen stitch that often, so yours will probably look better than mine. But I think it's a really nice stitch. It makes the fabric so much more like thicker, kind of like how if you were to crochet it. But yeah, I really, really love this. It's so cute. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. So thank you guys so much for staying this long if you're here at the end. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time for my next video. Cool. Alright, bye.